Opening scene, stadium lights flashing, fans screaming. Crowds chant loudly, Michael, Michael, Michael. Deep, cinematic tone. He changed music forever, from a child prodigy to the king of pop. Montage plays. Michael performing the moonwalk under bright stage lights. Clips of Grammy wins and emotional fan moments. Aerial shot of Neverland Ranch. Massive global concerts with fireworks and cheering fans. Continues. His voice, his dance, his style, unmatched. A man who broke every boundary and united the world through music. Hook, dramatic pause, softer tone. But behind the fame was a life full of mystery, love, and pain. Visual cue, fade into young Michael holding a microphone. Lights dim, music slows, transition into early list effect. Here's the brief cinematic script for the early life, 1 to 3 section, written to flow naturally after the introduction. 2. Early life, 1 to 3. Scene opens. Old footage of Gary, Indiana, 1950s. Soft piano music plays. A small house sits on a quiet street. Gentle, reflective tone. Michael Joseph Jackson was born on August 29, 1958, in Gary, Indiana. Cut 2, photos of young Michael with siblings. The 8th of 10 children in the Jackson family, music was in their blood. Scene, Joe Jackson in rehearsal room, kids practicing. Under the watchful eye of their strict father, Joe Jackson, the children trained day and night until they became the Jackson 5 montage, young Michael dancing and singing on stage. For Michael, childhood wasn't about toys or playtime. It was about microphones, rehearsals, and dreams bigger than Gary itself. Music rises, energetic beat begins. Their first hits took the world by storm. I Want You Back, ABC, and I'll Be There. Visual cue, spotlight on young Michael smiling at the crowd. A star was born, and the world was just beginning to see his magic. Transition. Stage lights fade to black, soft music fades in. But fame was only the beginning of his journey. 3. Rise to solo stardom, 3 to 5. Scene opens, 1970s studio footage, reels spinning, soft funk beat playing. After conquering the charts with the Jackson 5, Michael set out to find his own voice. Cut 2, Motown studio shots, young Michael recording. He released early solo albums under Motown, but the best was yet to come. Scene transition, disco lights, smooth jazz playing. In 1979, everything changed with Off the Wall, produced by the legendary Quincy Jones. Montage, Michael performing, smiling, fans cheering, with hits like Don't Stop Till You Get Enough and Rock With You. Michael became a global pop icon. Smooth vocals, electric dance moves, and a style all his own. Visual, slow motion shot of Michael spinning on stage. Spotlight on him. Music had found its new face, and his name was Michael Jackson. Transition, crowd applause fading into heartbeat sound. Voiceover, softly. But the world hadn't seen anything yet. 4. The Thriller era, 5 minutes, 7 o'clock. Opening scene. Dark stage. Fog rolling in. The opening notes of Thriller playing softly. Dramatic tone. In 1982, Michael Jackson released Thriller, an album that would change music forever. Montage, flashing scenes of iconic music videos. From Billie Jean to Beat It and the legendary Thriller video, each song wasn't just music, it was a cinematic experience. Visual, Michael in the red jacket dancing with zombies. His moves, his creativity, his imagination, unlike anything the world had ever seen. Cut 2, 1983. Motown 25 performance, Michael gliding across the stage. And then came the moment that froze time, the first moonwalk. Crowd screaming, lights flashing, music swelling. One performance, one dance, and the king of pop was born. Scene, Grammy stage, flashes of gold trophies. In one unforgettable night, Michael won 8 Grammy Awards. He wasn't just a star, he was a global phenomenon. Closing visual. Montage of fans around the world, holding posters and crying softly. From America to Asia, Africa to Europe. Everyone knew his name. Michael Jackson had become the most famous entertainer on earth. Transition. Fade to black with heartbeat and applause fading out. 5. Iconic style and personality, 7 to 8:30. Opening scene. Close-up montage. Sequined glove, shining shoes, black fedora tipping down. Confident, rhythmic tone. One glove, a fedora, military jackets, white socks that caught every spotlight. Cut 2, Michael spinning, posing, and saluting on stage. This was Michael Jackson. Style, precision, and charisma in motion. Scene behind the scenes footage, Michael softly speaking with crew. Off stage, he was gentle, soft-spoken, humble. But behind that quiet voice was a perfectionist, a man who rehearsed until every move felt like mine.